What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast.
Yes.
This is episode 5.
I thought 4.
It's 5. I think it's 5.
Okay, you know I've had a time, so
Mhm.
5.
You know,
He gonna let me slide.
Oh no, yeah. We've been going through some things, some ups, some downs, and around, but we're still around.
Exactly, life is lifing, but here we are.
All right.
Yes.
We don't look like what we've been through, so.
Praise Jesus. Praise His holy name.
Alrighty, so starting off, Tamika, have you booked anything or auditioned for anything recently?
I haven't had some auditions in a minute. I feel like, let's see, what's the last one I did audition?
Was it Toyota?
What was the one after that? But we're gonna move past that because my brain is having a literal moment. But I haven't had this show in a minute, but I am going on a game show coming up here in Atlanta.
Ooh.
So
Come on.
win $10,000, trying to see something real quick.
And you're going to win.
Yes, you already know.
Okay.
You already know.
What's the name of the game? Or can you say the name of the game show?
It's Scrambled Up.
Scrambled Up.
So it's kind of like a Wordle. You know, so they put the different letters up there so you can start figuring out
like
the
putting
word.
them together?
Yes.
Okay.
So, then you guess, and they give you little hints.
So like a live action crossword puzzle.
Yes.
Is
Kind of
it-
like that. But they put the, like say if the word is hungry, and they'll be like the H will go up there, then maybe the Y will go up there, and maybe, the N, and then you have to like figure out the word before the word completely appears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, so I did like a little dry run on a call with them, and so they picked me, so I'm excited.
Hell yeah. When does it film?
We film it on the 7th. I don't know when they're going to actually, show it or whatever, but
7th of August.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Come on back down to Atlanta.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay, that's my second home.
So the last audition I did was actually one we both did for Toyota. I can't remember what character I was. I think I was the guy. They wanted me to like upload a heavy cooler and act like I'm like struggling.
Yes.
And what was your character?
Mine was a mom. So I had to do like mom things. Like I had to throw a football. Like so I'm guessing I would have been playing with the kids, and then loading up as well. Like that one of my actions was to load stuff into a truck and act like we were leaving off to go to the game.
Okay.
So I feel like I can play mom because I am a mom, but I also feel like that sometimes they're looking for traditional looking moms. And I'm not a traditional looking mom, so sometimes I might
not a storm mom.
right.
Not an MCU mom.
Right. So it's like, the hair color can change. Like, if the part is right, yes, I'll make it happen.
Okay.
I'll make it happen. But I just feel like sometimes it all depends on what the look they're going for. If they're looking for more of a trendy hip mom,
or
then that's when I usually...
Or like a Betty Crocker.
Right.
Right. Susie Homemaker type.
Right, but most times if you do see, like one girl I did a commercial and we're stark different. Like, she had long, dark hair. Just gave more of the traditional mom. Yeah, and sometimes I just feel like, we don't want to go too far off the mark, or we want to advertise to this type of...
Because they consider you, they use the word urban, right?
Oh, yeah.
Urban.
Yes.
Instead of like suburb.
Listen, you get all of the young, hip, trendy, hip hop, and that's when you start seeing like, can you do some dance moves for 10 seconds? And you're like, what kind of moves are you looking for? I'm born in 1982, doing the snake on them.
They want to see you jig, basically.
Doing the WAP.
Now, I haven't heard anything back from it yet. Have you?
No. So my thoughts was, they just moved production dates. Like, still gonna pick us.
Because it's like a big scale commercial,
It
so
is.
it takes a lot of time for the stars to align.
It does.
And then I haven't heard anything from anybody else that auditioned for it either.
Same.
I think they just are like either putting it like on a pause, or they're just trying to get things together.
Right.
So
yeah.
If we're both on that set, which I'm claiming we are,
Yes.
we are going to vlog it and show you all everything.
Everything from the start to the finish.
The
Yes.
traveling, all the
Behind
nitty
the
gritty.
scenes, yes. So y'all can actually see what the process is like from the time you book to, wrap.
I'm putting it out there. We're gonna book it.
Absolutely.
Both of us.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna see us on the screen.
Yep, on the big screen.
You know what's crazy though? Even though like we're in the business of commercials. Girl, I never watch commercials.
Really?
Like, I don't really watch TV like that.
I love commercials. I always I'm always commenting on like the premise of it. Like sometimes I'm like, who wrote this? It makes me want to pick up my pen and paper and say, if this is what the quality goes into, like with the budget of, you know, somebody like say for, you know, a big commercial, you know, I just feel like there's not the creative that's put behind a lot of them. It's not.
Do you think that's because, like me, like a lot of people aren't watching them? Because, well, my thing is like, I barely get to watch TV like that.
Right.
And I mainly watch YouTube, but I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads. So I don't ever see commercials. When everybody was like, "Oh, I saw you on this commercial," and I was like, "Oh, where?"
Right.
Because I didn't see it.
I have to say, I'm horrible. I can be horrible about that if I'm watching a show, and I will like fast forward. But I like to rewatch what I watch because sometimes you know you get up to do something and you miss something real quick, or you know your mind somebody calls, or you know you answering a text. So there's little stuff that you miss.
Yeah.
So I'll go back and rewatch stuff. I'm really bad about that, like over and over, and I'll catch little things but then I also catch commercials because I'm a lot more like not trying to rush through and get to the end of the show.
Yeah.
So that's when I really be like,
Intermission.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, look at this commercial. And a lot of times I'll be like, I'll stop and critique commercials. I'll be like,
I think the last time I saw like one commercial that I was in like real time was the Marriott commercial, and it's because
Marriott.
Yes, but it was mainly because I was at my friend's house and his whatever streaming service we were watching had ads on it, and that's
not my friend watching ads.
And that's how I saw it, and I was like, hold up, and then he was like, what?
See, well, that's why you know you gotta tune in.
Yeah,
it's part of what you do in your work. So I feel like it helps you become more creative when you're doing yours. Like now when I get submissions that tell me to put my own flair on it, or they're like, you can add your own spin, I'm always constantly watching, or I'll go back and look at, like if it's a Toyota commercial, I'll go back and look at their commercials. And
I never get those auditions.
Well, Toyota Tundra.
Well, yeah, that one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I go back and look at all of their commercials and how they, you know, if it's comedic, it's more like, oh, serious, or, you know, I try to pick up on what they're
looking for.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, I'm going to navigate through that, and my outfit. So I'll look and see what the woman's wearing in the commercial, and I'll try to, like, give off that same feel. Not necessarily it's going to be the same outfit, but it'll give the same.
The same vibe.
Yes. So I want to put myself
into that world, basically, into that Toyota,
where they see me in that part.
Toyotaverse.
Yes. Like when you pick out your outfits for auditions, like what goes through your head?
Mainly, I like to get the feel of the character. Like, what would the character wear during that day while they're doing what they're doing?
Right.
Like, for example, they gave me the option to wear like something like athletic that kind of shows off your physique a little bit. So in my mind, it was like a sports tank top.
Gotcha.
So I just got like a sports themed tank top, wore some shorts, and that was it. I mean, you can't see my feet, so I didn't put on any shoes or anything. So it was literally just like a tank top and some shorts.
Yeah.
So, but I will say, going back to auditions, there was one gig that I was booked for, but they took it back because they're like, "Oh, postpone." So it was going to be a photo shoot for Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Okay, Academy.
But the same day, now I didn't have to submit for this. Gloria called me and she was like, "Hey, they want to use you for a shoot on this day. It pays this much per hour, which is really good." And I was like, "Hell yeah, sign me up."
Yes.
You
ain't gotta ask.
I was at work when I got that call, and then by the end of my shift, she was like, "Hey, they're gonna put it on hold for now. They're gonna postpone it." And I have not heard anything about it since. So I'm just like,
no news is good news. So we're gonna say, just like we're
You're right.
thing. So they're just holding on to you because they've already picked you. So you're already on their radar.
you show right.
You're already on their radar. That's what I tell them. I was like, anytime you get a call back, I'm like, you on their radar. And you know, the casting was looking at you and they're interested in you, and you know, it opens up those many more Vicky Booms and
Vicky Boom.
Vicky.
God, I haven't seen any auditions from her.
It's been kind of quiet. Period.
It really has been quiet. Like I usually get like an abundance of emails for like jobs to submit to, even jobs that I'm not. That I don't think would be a great fit, but still they
still like come through. Right.
But lately,
You hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that too? Nothing. The silence is eerie. And you know what made me even more like crack up? Because I've just been in my head about it. Because I'm like, God, this is so quiet. I know it's not just me, but you get in your head.
You do.
And I saw on TikTok this guy hold up an audition. He was like, these have been few and far between. Few and far between. And I was like,
yep.
I don't know where he wasn't located in Texas, but it was just like everybody's going through this same dry period.
Do you think it has a correlation to the job market?
Listen, I don't know, because like thankfully my boyfriend has stayed employed this whole time.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're
he's on some big shows.
Oh yes, when you're an entrepreneur and you have this contract to contract type of pay, you know, it is scary. It's really scary trying to pursue your dreams and, you know, take all the money you have and put it into that dream. You know, so I feel like it's been like people have been reaching out to him like, I need a job. I haven't worked in a year. And I'm like,
like he's the key holder now.
you know, it's like
he's the producer prince now.
Yeah, in this industry, you have to look out for each other. It's just, you know, one of those things where it just creates good relationships with people and networking constantly. Because if you look out for somebody, if they have an opportunity, you know, they can return the favor.
Yes.
I did that recently with one of my coworkers. I got her job with him. Well, I didn't get her the job, but I plugged her in, got her resume seen immediately, and she did her interview and got the job. And was not struggling, but she, you know, going through the same struggle we are down here.
Yeah, like it's kind of like the okay now.
Right. And she wanted to, and the whole thing about it is I didn't know she wanted to move to Atlanta, but I was like, let me put your name out there, and she got the job and got to move to Atlanta.
Doing the Lord's work.
So, you know, it's like when you're blessed or you have that ability, I feel like it returns.
Pass it over.
Yeah, because it comes back to you.
And you will never know when you will be on the downturn.
Yep.
Like I tell everybody, I learned last year when I was scaling up.
Be feeling amazing.
It was
that drop is so.
It was the quickest drop. I was just like.
That's how I felt about the beginning of this year.
Oh God.
Yeah. See, while you were going through the clutching the pearls, I was on the up and up. Like I had booked gig after gig. Like literally, I was getting texts like, "You booked it. You booked." I was like, "Oh, but this year about to be amazing." Then I was like, over here going, "Oh my God."
Just like, oh, so you thought, huh?
Right. Little razzle dazzle.
Oh, circling back to the game shows, there was a game show that you were plugging me into.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the premise was we had to be in a house for 3 weeks?
Yeah, like 3.5. Yes, and it is called The Golden Ticket. It's going to be on Netflix. Yes.
Really?
Yes, on Netflix.
But the outlandish request. What was that outlandish request? Do you remember?
I asked her, was there any pay involved? She said there's going to be a very, if any, she said that more than once, small stipend. Small stipend. And I was like, oh, at my grown age. And
so a chicken gift card?
Probably Chick-fil-A.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm sure it sounds to me like it could probably be like 100, 150 a day, maybe. And that's probably be putting a little on it, but for him to say it's a very small stipend, I feel like at 43, I don't. I'm not trying to have a teenager's paycheck.
Yeah, no.
At the end of a month of being away from society,
and then relocating, because where are they filming it at? Do you remember?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be LA.
LA.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm adventurous, so when she told me I was excited at first, I was like, I'm down.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
But then the pay, and it was just like,
That's when she lost me, because I was like, you know, this is the thing about our industry. If we're not in touch with our agent and they're sending us jobs or saying maybe like the Academy reached out to you and said, we want you, that, you know, it'll be coming up real soon, and you're locked away in a house with a small stipend. That would send me.
You can miss your moment too. Like you can miss like a good paying gig because you're at that gig, and it's just like,
yeah, you gotta figure out what makes more sense, and what you want to gravitate to. And I feel like if there's a $4,000 gig, if Toyota called us back up and was like, hey, we're back on, we need you next week, I'd be packing my stuff up.
Wait, would they even let us, like, if we were on that game show, though, would they even let us have phones and all that?
I don't think so. I think you're locked out from the outside world.
Yeah. So you go back to them emails, you'll be pissed. Hottest
Where
fish
are
grease.
you? Right. Like.
And then on top of that, I would, because you know, as y'all know, this economy is economy. So I work 2 jobs. I would have to take off time for those 2 jobs, and low key that would probably be job abandonment. So it would be like, do I want to risk it all for $100?
Right. Risk it for a biscuit. Like I feel like it's very, you know.
Wait, she said risk it for a biscuit. I just caught that. Hold up. God, when I get to squeaking, that's when I'm really laughing. Oh my God. I don't even really squeak that often like that. Like, I really don't.
Here you do.
It's like
on this podcast, you do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think you have to laugh and keep from crying sometimes, y'all. And then some of those things were like, okay, you know what? Sometimes you be in the thick of it. And
literally.
Positive attitude is everything.
Oh my God. Positive energy is everything.
Woo.
But I will say, like, with me, the biggest struggle I'm facing right now is, you know, working my jobs and also, like, trying to really, like, chase and elevate my dreams. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, I can't even come to my YouTube channel the way I want to, because I'm just, the schedule's tighter than a bleached booty hole at this point. But
pushing it.
But one thing that because I work in the public, one thing that I have been getting lately is, like, everybody telling me just, like, and I'm not tooting my own horn.
You should toot your own horn.
But everybody's telling me, like, oh my God, you look, like, so handsome. Oh my God, you look like a movie star. Like, you should be doing this, this, and this. I had this old white couple come up. It gave fetish a little bit. Oh. But I was working at my Mac job, and it was this older white couple, and then I was like tending to them and, like, grabbing, like, lipstick for the wife. Okay. And then the husband was like, "My God, you were just striking." And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." And she was like, she agreed. She was like, "Yeah, you were extremely attractive." And they're like, "Are you on a billboard somewhere?" And I'm like, "I actually am at this point."
But you know, it's not coincidence that people say stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've had people walk up to me and tell me if I'm not modeling, I need to be. And it's like, I think sometimes God knows that we question and we are in our heads about things, and he brings people to just drop little gems upon you where you're like, if they see it, why don't I see it? Or if I don't, why am I not that sure of it? Like, you got a complete stranger telling you what you already should know.
A complete stranger.
Yeah.
An old white stranger.
Hello?
And when I was checking them out, they dropped some gems. He was like, "Well, whatever you're going to do is already going to happen." He was like, "You need to make it happen. Like, you're going to do this step, and you're going to continue to do the next step, and you're going to get to where you need to be, because you need to be on somebody's TV." Like, he told me that.
That is the voice that...
It felt like God, or...
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like pushing you to your purpose. Like, while we're over here kind of like lollygagging, it's like somebody else giving that extra nudge, like, you're going in the right way. You're in the right direction. Don't question it. This is meant for you. This is your path. Like, when you meet people along the way, you kind of have to make that discernment. Like, okay, you know, this would be a good person to help push what I need to do forward, and help me be more creative and think outside the box and maybe see opportunities that I'm not going to see. And say, hey, come on. Like, you know, if something I see and I get, and I know I can bring you along, I'm going to bring you along.
Come the fuck along.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like, the more the merrier. You know, but I do feel like that God drops people off in certain situations, and it's the people you least expect. All white people going, now you got it going on.
Yes.
And I mean, like, who, you know, because sometimes we get that from our people, and we're like, you know, we be feeling like, okay, but then sometimes you hear from the most, like, now why are you checking me out like that? Like,
just wait
what's
out
this
the
about?
way.
Right, and you're like, okay, I'm hearing it from here, there, and everywhere. So at this point, friend.
Even yesterday, it was like a Arabic couple. They were like, the wife was like, you were extremely handsome. Like,
So that
I'm just like,
you've been going towards your purpose, and you've been doing things, planting your own seeds, and it starts to show, right? So I feel like that.
And then on top of that, I also, because I am going to scale things up. I don't give a fuck how tired I am. I'm gonna scale things up. I'm actually going to be starting acting classes under Ronson as well.
When are you doing that? So maybe I need to join you.
I would say the 28th. We're doing a session. I need to ask him if it's going to be in person or virtually, though.
On the 28th of this month?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The 28th, I think, around 7
p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we will scale it up.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
Also, speaking of scaling up, Tamika,
what?
you got a new agent.
I did, y'all.
You want to tell us about it?
I'm no longer with T-Mobile. No, Metro.
I'm still with T-Mobile.
I am with T-Mobile. How did it go though? I'm no longer with Metro. I'm with AT&T. No, but anyway, let me stop.
Verizon.
Oh Lord. But yeah, I'm no longer with Neil Hamill, which I appreciate everything that they've done to get my career started in the right direction. That they saw faith enough in me to put me out there and had me booking gigs like Crest and Dick's Sporting Goods and Cool Cigarettes and Spectrum Cable and just very big name brands. I feel like that it also gave me the confidence to move over to Posterini and Bosby. So I'm with PB now. Yes. And, I got to meet with Erin over there, and she's amazing. The women over there are very supportive. They see my gift, which I'm thankful. And, I've only had a couple auditions. Like it's been a little slow. So I already feel like it's going to start picking up, and things are going to move forward. Absolutely,
and you'll be running.
Exactly, and so I'm just being patient. It's my waiting season when it comes to this transition, and I'm okay. Like I'm doing other things to push the needle forward, so I'm excited.
Come on, congratulations! All right, so on the yeah, I don't know why I laugh so much, but hey.
Like when he sends me voice texts and he's talking, he starts laughing, I start laughing immediately. Like I just go into this little tickle, like it cracks me up every time.
All right, so on the last episode, we briefly talked about love.
Yes.
Love in the industry, finding love. And we're going to get into our business and talk about our current love lives.
Yes.
So,
well, I guess I'll go first. So I've been in a relationship for the past over 6 years now. He is an executive producer.
Hey.
Yes, and we actually went to high school together. So we didn't date in high school, but he slid in my DMs, and when I went through my divorce, and so we've been dating for 6 years, and it's been amazing. I feel like God knows when to send the right person at the right time. And sometimes you think about, I wish I would have met you, and you had to go through all your craziness to get to where you had to be now, where I'm emotionally more,
open?
Not open, but I think I'm mature. Like I don't operate in ego. I don't, I'm more, how to say it? I don't know, I've grown. I've had a lot of growth between, having a kid at 19 and not really being able to pour into myself, and then as I got older, I started to see where I was lacking. And I feel like wherever I was able to fill those spaces and create happiness within myself inside, it was like, then that's when I started realizing that's what people were attracted to. Like, like I really understood what it meant to be happy for you and really just in tune with yourself. Like just being able to work on those missing tools in your tool belt. And that made it to where he had already been through whatever he's been through to help, give him growth and be ready for a relationship like we have now. Very mature. He has a place in Atlanta. I have a place here. We're back and forth. I have clothes at his place. He has clothes at my place. We just very much so, like, he always says, you need to tell people that you live in Atlanta and you live in Houston. You have you have two homes. He always tells me that. And I'm like, you're right, babe. That
way you can go between gigs there and gigs here.
I do. That's what I do. With the game show being in Atlanta, I'm like,
Got a place
I have
to
a place,
stay.
yeah. Like the agency, they book in Atlanta, but they said, sometimes they want to see local and they need a local address. And I have an address, so it's like it works out perfect that I can go back and forth and I can be with my girls and I can fly to Atlanta and I can have the whole Stella Got a Groove Back life and that condo on the 17th floor,
Has a beautiful view. I was just about to say that.
Beautiful.
Like, she showed me the view, and I was just like, "That's Atlanta," because I don't remember Atlanta looking like that.
Yes, it's nice. It's a good change of speed, because I'm in the suburbs out here, but then I'm in the city.
Out there, city girl.
Yeah, so we don't want no kids. We're gonna get married eventually, and I'm thankful that at 43 that I have something stable.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
And
a happy friend.
The heart chakras awakened, huh?
Yes, honey, he has my heart. Tell me about your love life.
So, as y'all know, my love life is non-existent.
No.
Y'all, I have no roster at all. I'm not talking. Yeah, I hate to be pessimistic, but on the gay side of things, it's hard not to be pessimistic when it comes to love, because it feels like these men don't really want love. They just want to rub. They just want to rub a little bit.
Right.
It fizzles out. And I've honestly, even though I've been in one relationship, which I was completely immature. We were both immature.
Yeah.
I was 17, fastly turning 18, and he was already like 21.
Okay.
And
You're both young.
yeah, and then it was off and on for like 7 years, but I wasn't really in love. I wanted so badly to say that I was in love and feel that I was in love, but I could honestly say I've never experienced it, and for a long time I felt like that it would never happen, which sucks because I love love. Like I love hearing, like when you talk about your man, I love hearing that. Like love makes me happy.
Of course.
But it's just been like, I've seen everybody in my circle always have somebody, and I never have anybody. Like I've always felt like a forever third wheel. Like for example, seriously, like for example, me and my best friend Brent, I went to his birthday, and outside of his cousin, I was the only one single.
But people in relationships aren't always happy though either. And I always look, I know that is hard to go through. Like everybody wants love. You want to be loved. You want to have somebody come home and snuggle with and all the things. But I also know too, there's so many people that are like, I'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all. And they're either sharing with God knows who, or the person's treating them like shit, and excuse my language, but treating them like crap. And it's like, I wouldn't want that either. Like, life is already hard enough out here. If I can't find somebody who's going to be equally yoked, because, not to shade my baby daddy, but when I was in a marriage with him, I felt like every time our anniversary came around, it felt like a death. Like I was dying inside.
Ooh.
And when you're not with the right person and you're not feeling that growth and you're feeling restricted, it does feel like that,
Yeah.
And I just feel like, people from the outside was like, oh my God, I thought it was Team Silvers all day. And I'm like, well, no. But sometimes you get caught up in what it looks like.
Yes, and that's actually how I felt in my first relationship. I felt like he kept me from growing. Like, for example, I was in college. I was like on the fast track of really like starting my life.
Right.
But yet, throughout college, I was working 2 jobs, paying his rent. And and then on top of that,
we didn't meet back then, because I would have been taking them dollars right on back to the back in your pocket.
oh yeah, girl, I was fun of the nigga lifestyle. That's what I was doing in college. On a college
Yeah, you was doing it up. You was in love, friend.
I mean,
you were in a form of
I wanted somebody so badly
that you would have done anything.
Oh yeah, because you have to imagine, like, gay men, we don't really get, or at least back then,
right?
We didn't really get to experience dating in like middle school, high school, and all that. But I mean, the kids now are more like open and they don't care. Which shout out to them.
Right.
But back then, it was just like no go at all.
Absolutely.
And with him, he just took advantage of me, honestly. Like, he took advantage of, like, my kindness and me really trying to find and hold on to love.
Yeah. Bend over backwards.
Oh yeah.
And not
literally bending over backwards.
Listen, sometimes you gotta be doing the bending, okay? Listen. You gotta do what you gotta do, friend.
But it's sad because I never felt like I could have it, but I will say there was a moment 2 months ago. I went to this grocery store across the street from my job.
Oh, yes, the grocery store.
And when I tell you, I was like on the phone with a friend. And the funny thing was, I said that day earlier, like, I'm gonna talk to somebody and get their number and all that today. I'm gonna talk to somebody's son.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm here for the confidence.
Girl, when I tell you, I was like walking towards checkout, and there was this big, fine, muscular dude. He had like dreads. He was just had a tank top on, and I was staring at him. And then he turned around, and he was staring at me, and I looked away, and I was like, and then I looked back, and he was still staring, and I was like, hold up,
Right.
And then I ran off, y'all, like a little bitch.
Running from love. Running from love.
Yes,
Why?
I was. Well, I wouldn't say I did try to like wait for him because he was in a long line and I went to self checkout. Okay. So I was trying to check out as slow as possible to get him to catch up, and he was not catching up. So I was like, damn. So hey,
have you bumped into him since then?
I actually saw him a week or two ago, but I was at the Mac store by myself.
Working.
So I couldn't leave, and he was like, I saw him come in, and he went to like Abercrombie and Fitch or something like that.
Okay.
And then he walked right back on out and then left. I was like, fuck.
There's a reason why you keep seeing him. So I feel like third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. And if I see him again, I'm going up and talking to him.
You better.
And I'm going to get his number.
You better.
Hey, if you're watching, slide into these
You know who you are. Grocery store, long dress. What did Gorilla say? I like me a trapping ass.
You know,
6'1".
Hey, I may be young, but I'm old too.
Listen, I'm the other way.
But shout out to Glorilla,
Yes.
the only person holding up female rap right now.
Sure. Look, let me get my coffee.
So one thing in this industry that is common is long distance relationships. So how do you and your man maintain the long distance relationship? I mean, I know y'all go back and forth,
Right.
but
I mean, I think it's just having open communication and just being available to each other when, you know, the other person needs you. Like, I feel like that to be in tune, because our energy, we are really good about reading each other's energy and being each other's safe space, and like I said, and making sure you're constantly planning dates. Like, he plans so many dates. Like, we go to a lot of concerts, we go to a lot of comedy shows, we love to laugh. Yeah, so we're always trying to have something to look forward to do. We, you know, at the end of the day, throughout the day, we're always texting, communicating. Sometimes he could FaceTime real quick for lunch. We do that. But it's just always like letting that person know, like, I'm here, you good. He calls and vents to me, vice versa. Like, he's my person that I can go to for anything. So I feel like as long as you're communicating, keeping an open line, just being a presence for that person. Like, from the time he gets up, it's good morning. You know, before we go to bed,
okay,
it's good night.
And you better say good morning.
Yes,
you
like,
better text it first.
It's every morning, like, without fail. And I feel like that's important. You know, to have somebody who will go out their way to do the small things and the big things here and there as they can. You know, like, just knowing that for their free time, they make time for you. And I feel like that speaks volumes, because we all still need our own time, and that's what helps having us live in different places, is that I still get my me time, he still gets his me time, he still gets his friend time. Like, we don't tell each other what to do and how to do it, where to go, but we always are prioritizing each other. So if it's not me and him, it's me and my friends, or me and my kids, or me and work, you know, like, there's, but we're always making sure that the big chunk of the time is always me and him. Like, we put a lot of time and effort into our relationship.
Because I was gonna say, like, now when I was in my first only relationship, we were long distance for the first year.
Oh, where did he live?
He lived in Florida.
Okay.
So he was from Florida.
Did he fly back and forth?
Only once.
Okay.
Only once, and that was the thing. Like,
You went to him?
No, actually, I did go to him. I went to him once.
Okay.
So before he moved down here, I went over there once. He went over there once.
Okay, so it wasn't.
So yeah.
Okay, so he moved down here, and that's because y'all were dating, or because he got a job.
Well.
I'm not like him at all. I'm trying real hard.
We were dating, and he moved down here with no plan, and that leaded to me
having to come up.
Once again, paying his rent.
Well, that'll never happen again. So,
Oh, absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
We have to all listen.
Absolutely
It's
not.
going to be young and dumb than old.
I was young and dumb. I was like 19, 20, like.
The people who I dated, I look back and be like, I
Oh,
don't
girl.
even want people to know. Like, I made a lot of decisions off of insecurities and.
Oh yeah, girl, he wasn't even cute.
That's something.
He wasn't even cute. So if I can go back and
Pump
slap,
their heads up, right?
if I can go back and slap the shit out of myself, I would.
Hello.
100%.
Hello.
But how do you establish that trust in a long distance relationship? Because back then, even then, I was kind of just like, what is this man doing when we're not talking, you know?
I feel like it's through the actions. Like, all his actions line up with what he tells me. And it's overstand that it matches. Like, he goes above and beyond to help me understand that he's faithful. And I'm around him a lot. Like, there's no...
Y'all are around each other a lot,
Yeah.
which is good.
And there's no, like, I need to check your phone, or you need to check my phone, or I think you're doing something. Like, this is the thing about life. I would hope somebody would think he's attractive outside of me and would want to talk to him. But I also know that he shows me that he's very much all about me. And I know, and on top of that, I'm secure in myself. Like, I know what I bring to the table. So I know that, even if something crazy were to happen, I still have a lot more faith in myself and knowing that it wouldn't be on me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a good girlfriend. But I feel like the trust was established early on because we already knew each other. So I already knew how he operated. He's the very same person he was in high school. Everybody talks so highly of him. Like, he had a coworker like a couple weeks ago, right? This really nice Instagram post about him. It was just really just saying how good of a guy he is, and everybody comes to me with that, and I'm like, he's just not like that with me, and I feel like he already makes me feel like top tier. So I feel like,
because you are.
Hello.
But you know what's crazy? I always said to long distance, never the fuck again. But
give you hope, friend.
Oh no, absolutely. Because I'm gonna say in this industry, it's the norm.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, y'all, the dating in Houston is so bad that it makes you want to outsource.
Yeah, I know. Outsource, okay? Like, you start seeing these shows, like, they going abroad, and they're like, I will get me somebody from Italy. I'm not dealing with these niggas. These men.
I mean, girl, you we're unfiltered. This is real talk.
Like,
we are unfiltered.
I ain't dealing with these niggas like that.
But, like, it's crazy because I have friends who have left Houston, and then within maybe, like, 2 to 3 weeks, they found their man.
Somebody.
They were struggling out here, but the minute they leave, they bam cuffed.
Somebody. Yeah, and most time it is just getting out of your norm. You know, I feel like that makes a big difference. Like, my dude being in Atlanta but being from Houston, I would have never just bumped into him. Like, there would have to be a high school connection. You know, not unless he mutually was friends with some of my friends and just bumped across me, but we're not ever going to cross paths. So I feel like it is good to get out the city, out the state, out the country, and you never know who you're going to lock eyes with. You know, you could be over there in London and lock eyes with Idris and then be like, wait a minute.
Sorry, I was just playing a rewind. I was just playing a rewind in my head.
Yeah, like, you ain't going to meet him over here.
Yeah. Girl, in that grocery store though, when we locked eyes,
you felt something, huh?
It felt like my heart just activated. Like, it was just like,
okay.
Like, I can't tell you the last time I've ever felt that. Yeah. Like, I've never felt that before. I was just like,
that's new.
Like, I was like blushing. I was
like, that's like you gotta stand in it. I'm like, let me just walk over here. See what you're talking about.
I have no game.
I don't either. So I over here make it sound like I do, but I don't. I'm an Aries, so I feel like we let you know if we really like you. Like we are very upfront with it, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna go mac no man down.
Yeah, because even though with me, I'm always gonna stand as a man, never above you. But at the end of the day, like within our community, I'm more of the feminine role.
Right.
I mean, I may not be feminine presenting, but like. Well, like, fuck, why can't you ever approach me, huh?
Right.
Like, Jesus, why do I always have to approach
But you know,
these men?
women now are definitely doing that too. So that they propose to men. What do you think about that?
That's so cringy.
That's cringy. You
It's
said
so
the girl in her
cringy.
dress down on her knee and her heels.
I hate it because it's like the men are now wanting to be chased. And the balance is just so off with the masculine and feminine energy now. Like the men realize that like, oh, I have the money and I have the dick. Why am I chasing after this? They should be coming to me, flocking to me.
Yeah.
I hold the keys. Like I hate it. Everybody wants to be, well, not everybody, every man, almost every man these days wants to be a pretty princess, and I absolutely fucking hate it.
Everybody can't be the princess now. Like who gonna save us when somebody comes beating down the door?
Who gonna be the boys?
Right.
But now one thing in this industry though, there are a lot of people that prefer to stay single, mainly because they either want to be open, they want to hook up on set, they want to
have many
proclivities,
want to be for the community, open the floodgates for many.
Be open to the casting director.
Don't get the part regardless. Listen,
Girl, I would never forget that on the set of this one commercial. Like, I would never forget, like, the casting director, it was a woman, and she came up to me, she was like, hi, Beasley, like, I'm the one that picked you, and all that. I was just like...
She's letting you know, I got you this job.
I was just
Don't
like,
ever forget it.
But, like, she wasn't, like, inappropriate, but
it felt
energy is everything, and I kind of just felt like...
There's a little tension there.
And then on top of that,
if
like...
you want it, you can get it.
Girl, and then the funniest thing was, they dressed almost everybody in, like, either, like, baggy clothes or, like, jackets and shirts and all that. But with me, they gave me, like, this very, like, fitted shirt, very fitted pants.
I love she picked your
And
outfit out herself.
I think so, but it also had a jacket. But then they approved everybody, and they had me waiting to get approved. And then they were like, take the jacket off. So,
Let's see what you're working with.
Literally. But I mean, it made me feel good because when I walked out, there was even this male producer. He was like, "Ooh." I was like,
Turn the heads. I know that's right, friend. I ain't even mad at it.
So I was just like, what y'all trying to do here?
I mean, I think about when people have to be on the casting couch and do this type of things. Like for me, I'm like, I don't even want to be put in an uncomfortable position like that. I don't want to have to feel like I have to compromise to be in the room. Like if I can't be in the room,
it's not. Because even if you get past all that, it's not gonna feel good.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna feel like you accomplished, like getting there based off of your talent. You got there based off of like your look and your skills.
Baby, you must be doing it up, eh?
Do you think that, now this is a stupid question, but do you think the casting couch is still going on, especially with everything that's being exposed these days?
Yeah, because I feel like some people are willing to do a little bit more than others, and with there being a lot of reality shows and a lot of, to-be type situations, I do think sometimes people don't have their morals and values are just aligned a little different. So whatever they've had to do in their real life, they're willing to take that to
TV.
Yes. Some people just are really more focused on the fame rather than the fortune. I want the fortune.
Oh yeah.
Love the fame. I can be one of people be like, she looks so familiar. What was she in? Like I don't think anybody's like bum rushing Nicole Ari Parker like how they would Nia Long. And I'm not trying to compare in a bad way. I'm just saying like she's more under the radar with how she still has a husband who's in the limelight. Her kids, they're very much seen, but people are not like waiting for her outside her home. You know,
Yeah.
she's not in no scandal and she's not having to do it. So I feel like I just want to be known for my work, but I don't want to be known for any craziness. Around
any scandal.
Yeah, like I just want to be low key and paid.
Have a lasting legacy
Yeah.
too. On top of that,
Like Malcolm. I know we don't have this in the notes.
I don't know who.
Malcolm Jamal.
Oh, rest in
Like,
peace.
Very much so. So I feel like he has like a legacy that people are very much so, you know, it's something to be proud of. You
Yeah.
know, that he has a lot of relationships with people that are positive, that people talk very highly of him. And I feel like that.
Nothing negative.
Yeah. I feel like it goes a long way. It speaks volumes.
Yeah, rest in peace to him because
Definitely. And prayers to his family.
it's like what happened? Like they said he drowned, right?
Yeah, they say he was in the water with his daughter, and his daughter was saved, but I guess more than one person. I think a surfer, he ended up almost drowning, but I guess
Jesus.
he didn't make it. But they got him ashore, and they did CPR for like 20 minutes.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I just can't imagine going on vacation to Costa Rica of all places, and you know the ocean is just so dangerous.
And it just goes to show because I don't know about you, but me when I go on vacation, I don't know why I feel untouchable for some
You
reason.
do.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
You pay for paradise.
Yeah.
And paradise feels untouchable. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, I've been snorkeling and stuff like that, and I've seen like real choppy water, and I get nervous because for me, you could be a good swimmer and all, but the ocean is powerful. Like,
Oh yeah.
it
can sweep you in and you're gone.
quick. And I know I don't have the skill sets. I ain't no scuba diver, right? But I can't be holding my breath for a long period of time.
And it's scary for me because I love swimming in like big bodies of water, especially like lakes where I can actually see underwater, not gargling
You
salt.
ain't too many Texas that you're gonna be able to see.
The oil infested waters of Galveston.
Right.
But when I like, let's say, go out to Austin in a lake, I just feel just at peace. Like I just feel like close to God. I be meditating underwater. It's just like ugh. But
It's still
gotta
be
be-
careful. Yeah, I feel like you can be the best swimmer in the world, and something like that really just still can take you out of here, and you just don't know. I mean, we all go on vacation and have this idea when we come back, you know, and
That's it,
you don't think that you're gonna be having to worry about taking your loved one and trying to figure out how to get their body back, because that's a whole nother cost. When
it's devastating.
yeah, like so definitely prayers for his family. Like I can't imagine what his daughter and his wife is going through.
He was
but
young too.
54.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was doing music. Did you see? I don't know. Like TikTok has been going crazy with. The,
Oh, I know he was doing music.
Yeah, like he played. I don't know. It's like I want to say like a bass guitar or something like that. But he can get it. And then he's very poetic. Like he does a lot of poetry and spoken word type.
I love poetry.
And I'm just like, you know, you're like, yes, come with it. Like he's very multifaceted. I feel like when you're in this industry, you have so many talents. A lot of times, and it's hard to hone in on one because it's like, you know, I can do this. I can do that,
Which one am I going to be
this.
plucked for? You know.
Right.
You got to hone into them all. But rest in peace to Malcolm.
Definitely.
So circling back to relationships, I will say, do you think it's hard to navigate Hollywood, like focusing on your career and your relationship? Like, do you think it's possible for you to make it and have your relationship make it simultaneously?
I do, but I feel like you have to have somebody who's either understanding of your career, you know, like a Tabitha and her husband. I feel like Tabitha Brown and her husband, like they can't, you know, she's in Hollywood, but he was like a cop or something like that. So if you have somebody who's really supportive, yeah, or you need somebody who's already in the industry, like kind of like what I have. Like, so there's the understanding what your day looks like, and you know how I know what his exhaustion feels like because I've been on set and vice versa. Like, so I feel like sometimes if you have those equal, you know, somebody who's equally yoked with you in that way, like, oh no, we mesh well. There's understanding. There's good communication. It could definitely grow and be great. It could be a Denzel and like his wife, and like where you just have that Ice Cube and like his wife, where somebody's like, no, I'm 10 toes down for you, and I'm not going nowhere, and it's me and you to the end of time.
Oh, speaking of that,
What?
I wanted to do like a little game.
Okay.
What are 3 Hollywood couples that you admire? Now, for me, this is hard because a lot of the couples I grew up admiring just
Went by the wayside?
went from sugar to shit real quick.
I admire married Denzel and his wife. Ice Cube and his wife. I can't think of their names on both, but Ice Cube and his wife, and Lorenz Tate and his wife. And it's just more how they navigate.
I did not know he was married.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He has 4 boys.
Really?
Yes, his wife is beautiful.
Huh, is she, are they the same height?
They look like they are. They look like they are. But they go well together. They blend well together. And I think Blair Underwood, isn't he married to somebody? He's been married for a long time. But I do feel like those relationships have not shown any problematic and have shown sometimes it's not secret, it's private. So you can tell that by the way that they covet their wives, that they still have them out. You still know they are there, but it's very much so I'm protecting this. This is what, it's me and her to end the time. And it's when they speak about their spouses, you can see they light up. Yeah. And that's what you want from your relationship. When somebody brings up your name in the room, I want my man to be cheesing like a Chester cat.
Okay.
Yeah, my baby. And I'm like, my man.
Okay.
So, that's what you want. I do feel like those 3 relationships for me are something that I idolize in a way that I want to keep my relationship precious and private and, and paid.
And stacked together. I was going to say paid.
Yeah, laid up and paid up. But you, friend?
So my 3, Angela Bassett and her husband, for sure.
That's another one. You only gave me 3, so.
LL Cool J and his wife.
Yeah, Simone.
And then I'm trying to think who else, a third one. I mean, I can tell y'all who I used to look up to.
Well, tell us more.
I used to really look up to Kimora and Russell.
Child.
Yep, as a kid, because I thought Kimora was everything. I loved her empire, Baby Fat. I loved that them two made an empire together, but as I got older...
You don't have to drink the milk when it's spoiled. When she said that, I knew exactly what she meant.
And then when I found out that, he got her, straight from high school, and he was in his 30s, I was just like...
What was that?
Girl.
But when I went to high school, that's how guys were. I had all the older men that would be like...
I think the girls were even doing that when I was in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just normal. We normalized that. Why did we normalize
No, tell me why. I went to prom. My son's father was 23.
Huh.
And my friend that we shared a limo, went together... She went, graduated a year early, so mind you, she's younger than me. Her man was 30, and he was at prom with us, and he looked like a 30-year-old. Let me tell you something. Scary, okay? Because
he was 30 in a prom limousine.
Yeah, and my daughter's just 17. I can't fathom them dating, and even a 23-year-old. I would run him off. Do you hear me?
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to...
You think we were drinking liquor? Of course, we had people who could. Oh my God!
What about y'all speaking?
As you should. Speechless.
Wait, what did y'all's parents say?
My parents didn't really care for the guy that I was dating, but before that, a guy tried to talk to me that was 7.5 years older than me, and my parents called him senior citizen, so they ran him off. So I figured that when this other guy came along, and I didn't chase these guys, it was very much so coming after me, and I was very naive, not naive, but vulnerable. I was. The household I grew up in was very toxic, so anything that glittered was gold for me. So it was let me just go over here because I don't have to deal with this over here.
But your friend's parents, were they around?
Yeah, but let me tell you something about me. I do what I want to do. Okay? I was one of those kids where I pushed the envelope when it came to that. I'm going to do what I want to do. You're nothing you can do. And then I got pregnant with my son at 18, and then I had him at... No, I got pregnant at 19, and almost, I had him in November, then that March I turned 20. So, I was still young, and he'd already been in the military, he had already, seen life in a whole different way than I have. I just went from my parents' house to his house. Yeah, so I don't recommend that, ladies. Don't ever go from your parents' house to that man's house. Have something for yourself.
That's a lot of girls' dreams these days, though.
Yeah, but then if something ever happens to that relationship, you realize how much you really don't know, because men like that most of the time are going to be the ones to provide, take care, and do everything, right? So
and control you.
Yes, there's so many women I've met along the way that have been like me and they don't even know how much money they got in the account. They don't even know because they have the light bill in their name, this in their name. So it's like everything that they would have to know how to do, this person's been doing for you. But that's a form of control.
It is.
Because you should want your spouse to be as independent as possible.
Okay.
And most of the time it is. Like, men come along and they're like, well, where you going to go? Because you're stuck here with me.
Where could you go?
And listen to me, the way I am, I'm like, Usher, watch this. I got the go player. Like, I want my kids, if they ever going to get divorced 10 times, I'll be there with the U-Haul, honey. Like, you don't have to stick nowhere where you don't want to be. So we can wrap this right on up. Like, I don't believe in being somewhere where you're not happy. And I'd rather be from a broken home than be in a broken home.
Okay. You don't ever want to be stuck.
Never.
Oh, and then the one that the other couple that I used to look up to was Will and Jada Pinkett Smith.
There were so many flags with that, and I felt like after the whole entanglement too,
and the red table of it all,
that entanglement.
I used to really look up to Will Smith. And I still have a lot of respect for Will Smith.
Yeah.
I think Will Smith
His work
is
ethic
amazing.
is amazing.
I think he's still an amazing individual.
Absolutely.
But I can't lie and say that the recent things kind of tarnished my view of him just a little bit.
Do you think the time period that they came along and got famous, played a big part in how they navigated life? Because I feel like a lot of things are more acceptable, and the more money you had, like P. Diddy, you could keep things under wraps and do, control whatever you need to control. Yeah. And I feel like his relationship with Jada, like he was always trying to do the grand gestures for all this and that for a certain look of it, but inside it was a lot more tumultuous.
Like separate wings.
Right.
That's what it gave.
Right.
I don't know. It just really spoke to how these celebrity couples put up like
a front.
Yes.
But don't we all?
Yeah.
Because I just told you I did. I mean, and then if you're on a big stage like that and people are invested,
like you're a business.
You are. You're
at
an
that
entity.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, because people want to interview you together, and people want, there's so much more money that comes to you as a couple.
Yeah.
When you're like, well, now you got Jada coming to the premiere.
That is very
kids.
true.
Yeah.
Because even for example, like in the music industry, like nobody really cares about these male rappers unless they have like a baddie on their arm. And that's when they get more boosted throughout the algorithm. Yeah. Like the Ari Fletchers and the Jada Waiters of the world. Like
let me be quiet. I don't have enough clout to be talking. I don't have enough. Right?
We're too broke to talk about these people.
You ain't never lied. But I would just be wanting to say, like, it'd be regular people that be, put on this pedestal, and then don't let them get lips filler and a butt job. Then it's like, and it's like the more, that they're emphasizing about,
a spectacle.
Right. And it's just like, I don't know if that, I don't know. I don't gravitate to that. Like, that's just that's not my jam. And I feel like a lot of women do look at that, and that's the standard now. You see women that walk around here, they all kind of shape the same, look the same.
Cookie cutter.
Very much so. And they're looking for that same relationship of like, I need to go get with this person so I can make a name for myself.
Yeah, the toxic male rapper type. It's all the same. And it all ends the same.
Folks keep having babies for Future, like as if Future is going to have a future with them, and I'm like,
that was a good one.
Like, when they gonna cut them folks off? I don't want to be the 6th, 7th, 8th baby mama. I don't.
But one thing that I want to see, and this may be slightly off topic, but on the gay side of things,
you say that, you kill me.
I just feel like the gay celebrity couples, you rarely see the guys out there like that. And if you always see like a gay couple, it's always a black top and a white bottom, a pink hole. It's always.
My visuals are like, my head is like, oh, yep, that dude.
But it's always like, you rarely see two black gay men together as celebrities.
It's true.
Even, it's just like, the only black gay couples we have is what, like, Queen Latifah in the Closet? Like, and who else?
Well, she's out.
Is she?
I mean,
or is it a?
I feel like she kind of is just a private person in general.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's one thing she's like.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Right. Like when she did set it off, if you weren't clued in, I just think that sometimes people are just not boisterous about it, and it's.
Yeah.
I feel like that in this industry, you gotta protect what you want to protect, and you gotta be able to say there has to be a corner of my life that has to be for me. And most time it is your relationship that you just want to be like. When me and this person are having our moment, I don't need the whole world in my stuff. So I do feel like she's just always been like, she still makes a big grand entrance wherever she's at, but she's still very quiet with. Like, even the lady's been there forever. It's like people know that's her wife.
I
but,
love her so much.
Oh my God, I love her down. Like from the rap career to the acting. You know, I just feel like she is such a force of nature. Like she brings a lot to this industry.
I'm still mad they canceled The Equalizer. They recently canceled that show.
I feel like they're always trying to cancel something that.
Us.
Always. They try to figure out a way to keep us
down
right here.
Yeah, right here.
Right here. And you'll see something that they're putting out and you're like, this is what's on TV?
What's given. Okay.
Yeah, but to people who own the networks and all that, they are this a lot of times.
Yeah.
So they get to navigate what we get to watch. And you realize how much control they have over that. Because I think with production, you start to see like the black producers. There's not that many black producers. There's not that many sets that you walk on. There'll be
black
all black production.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things where I've only been on 2. It was OWN, where when I did that show here, I was a producer on, that we had pretty much almost all black crew. And then Zeus, like of course, like the majority of those are all black. But I want to see that in a positive, like let us be the writers be black. Let the people post, because I feel like when you're doing a show that's for us, we need to have us narrating it. Who knows us better than us?
Exactly.
So.
Because you can tell when there's like a black show, but when there's no black people behind the scenes.
Like I didn't
you
know
can tell.
Girlfriends was Kelsey Grammer, and I love Kelsey. No shade.
He was more hands off though, wasn't he?
I don't know, but if you go back and actually like listen to some of those episodes, some of the stuff that was said, you're just like,
yeah.
Now it wouldn't fly. Back then,
yeah, it did. Back then it was, and that's the reason why I didn't do like a full on rewatch because I was just like, oh,
yeah.
And I didn't realize how annoying Toni Childs was because I loved her back then, but now I'm just like,
yeah, they made her part, but she played that part, didn't she? Hello.
But like just briefly back to like the gay side of things, I do want to see more black gay celebrity couples. I mean, the closest we have is August Alsina now with his little.
Forgot about that.
But
and his little thing.
That looks like him. But maybe I just need to be the change that I want to see.
Basically, you gotta step it up for him.
Hint.
Chocolate on chocolate, honey. That double chocolate is everything.
So we're gonna get into the hot topic segment of the show.
That's how you going?
Yeah. So one hot topic I want to discuss, back on the topic of love, is the king of love by the name of Nick Canon. So Nick Canon is he doesn't even know how many he has.
Oh.
I remember like this white lady was interviewing him and she was like, "What are all your kids' names?"
Oh.
And he was deflecting and all that. And she was like, "Yeah, but what are your kids' names?"
Imagine being the baby mama sitting there waiting for your kid to be named.
A lot of his baby mamas are starting to come out and be like putting them on.
But let's say this: like, were you not reading the room?
No, they were reading the bank account. That's what they were reading.
Come drop me some cash, huh? I love Nick Canon down, but he is not in any way giving me.
He is another person I really looked up to, and then when he started this sperm spree, I was just like, "What are you doing?"
Didn't Will Smith mentor him? I thought
I think so.
Was his mentor.
I think so. I'm not 100% on that, but from what I've heard, Will Smith has mentored a lot of people. But back to Nick.
I mean, get me out of it. I don't know. My name Bennett. I ain't.
But back to Nick Canon on his talk show.
That detour took a hard right.
But Nick Cannon's show is going to be about him giving love and relationship advice. It's going to be a call-in show, and he's also going to have this is going to be live too. He's going to have people call in and also DM him like questions about their love life.
His baby mamas are going to call. They're going to be the ones cussing him out. You ain't going to see your kids. Let's talk about this relationship. I hope that happens.
Nick the Cum Cannon. This is a disaster waiting
He don't
to
have
happen.
nobody to tell him. Just enough is enough.
But you know what I like? The audacity.
It's at an all-time high.
The audacity is funny to me.
Yeah, when you have money, you can do it anything.
I will be watching. I'm gonna watch
Why
because
not?
this is a train wreck
Waiting to happen.
waiting to
When
happen.
you give a relationship advice and you can't hold down a relationship, I feel like after Mariah, he didn't really look.
He just started impregnating everybody.
Yeah, which is very strange.
It's like he was trying to make up for lost time or something.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I'll make sure we're safe and everybody's safe. And like, okay, you're not passing on an STD, but at the same time, it's like you're intertwining your soul with people who, like, I didn't even really know about Angela White, girl.
Oh, Black China?
No, not Angela White.
Ooh, Black.
What's her name that she's on Love and Hip Hop that they dated?
Oh, I know who you're talking
I don't know
about.
why I say Angela White.
I forget. There's so many of them, you guys. I don't
But you know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
And I feel like she's not wrapped too tight. Like, and I feel
like he's not wrapped too tight.
Definitely, but I'm also looking at both ends. Like,
Yeah.
you're starting to see like this is who you're intertwining with, and she was pregnant at one point and lost the baby. So I feel like Jessica. It's Jessica.
Jessica White, the model.
Yes.
Oh my God. When I tell you guys, she was on the trajectory to being like a very like sought after model. And it's like she traded that in to be his concubine, but she wasn't getting pregnant. They kept trying and it's just like, girl,
There's a reason.
How do you not see that God is blocking this for a reason?
Yeah.
Because you need to get out and get it on your own, but she refused to.
Yeah.
Now it's all coming back to me because I was very disappointed in her.
Yeah.
Extremely disappointed in her because now she doesn't even look good anymore. Like, I don't think anybody...
She's taking care of herself, but she said she's going to go through IVF. She wants a kid. And
she's still trying to do it?
that's what she's been saying on Love and Hip Hop, so I don't know how true it is, but that's her storyline.
Oh my God. I remember, because I watched Jason Lee's podcast and he interviewed her, and that's when she was spilling the tea about like, oh, I want to have his kid and all that, and I'm just like,
Girl, why?
and it just spiraled down to hell from there for her. But
I feel like she's kind of showing that on Love and Hip Hop because really there's no reason for her to be on Love and Hip Hop in my mind because
I mean, Nick Canon had a few hip hop hits. Like, you remember Gigolo?
I'm not about to entertain you with this show. Possibly Gigolo. I'm not. And there's nothing about Nick Canon that's hip hop for me. Okay? And I love Will Smith, but even if it's not summertime, I'm really not trying to hear none of that either.
Off topic. Back to Will Smith. He is getting dragged.
Why?
Because his new music.
You're right.
Okay, let me leave it alone.
That music.
Will Smith, I still love you.
Summertime.
That was my jam.
That's mine.
That was. I still listen to that.
Yeah, I can't sing. Yeah, I'm talking about.
But back to Nick the Cum Cannon. The crazy thing about him, one of the girls he impregnated was actually his employee too. Like, she was like a Wild and Out girl.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm sure that's where he shops. That's his first stop shop.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think he got 2 of them pregnant.
Oh.
But my thing is, like, I even said back then, you're willing to risk your like livelihood to get these girls pregnant.
And this is another thing. He has lupus, and like
he does.
lupus is can very much so go to your kids. And I feel like that has to be. You have to be mindful of that. Like, if I had some autoimmune situation, I'll be mindful about having kids because you don't want your kids to have to suffer and go through any of that.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think that's something that we should be very cognizant of because it's already hard out here. And when you have to deal with your body not being,
Up to par.
Yeah. And who's know how long, if lupus were to put him down and out and he can't work, who's going to take care of these kids?
Them girls gonna have to get out and get some. They gonna have to hop back
It's
in
your
the
time to
workforce.
shine, little mama. Get out here and get it.
Y'all thought y'all got a meal ticket, so you thought.
Right. Baby, because that's what I said. It's all good until it's not. You can go from which state, can go from sugar to shit real quick.
And the last hot topic, and this isn't really a hot topic, but this is like a hot take on our lives. How do you balance career and family? Because I can honestly say I am struggling in that aspect. Like, y'all, I'm working so much to a point where there was a family reunion in Georgia that I didn't go to recently. I have a family reunion at the end of this month, and I think I'm only going to be able to go to one day. Let's say I missed my little brother's birthday on top of that. I mean, he didn't do anything, but I still got him a gift. I still have a gift that I have not even given to him. Like, it's just, it's just sitting on the couch. So how do you, how do you go? I'm laughing at that.
Send him a picture. It's here.
That's literally what I did. I was like, hey.
Just know I got you.
But how do you balance career and family? Because, girl, I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie to you.
To be honest, having kids is, I think, has made me start later in life to do this career, but start doing that now that my kids are older, I just give myself permission to miss things and to know that it's for the greater good in the long run. A lot of sacrifices made in the beginning, and I know that that's going to pay off in the end. Like, I just tell them, my kids all the time, like, hey, I have to set the example to show them that sometimes you have to put yourself first and you have to make decisions that are going to push your career in the right direction, and sometimes you have to miss out on those birthdays and family reunions. And it's like, as much as you want to be there, knowing that you have a gig that you could be a good paying gig, and being on set and meeting more people and being able to say work the room and get your name out there. It's like you got to take every opportunity that's given because, like you said, it's a lot of stars aligned to get stuff together. So it's like if you don't find that balance to give yourself permission to say it's just not for now. Like down the road, it's gonna pay off to where I get to pick the days, and I get to tell the people, the production schedule is gonna be made around me, and not me around their production schedule.
Yeah, and I'm claiming I'm going to get to that point. But,
You are.
But I'm not going to lie. I get a little sad when I think about it because it's just like, when you get older, like, when you're not there, you really, like, feel it. Like, you really see that, like, your niece is growing up and getting older. Like, the little babies in the family are getting older.
Yeah.
And some of them forget who you even are, which is just like, oh, God. But I always tell myself it's going to pay off in the end. It's going to pay off in the end, especially when I get to where I'm going to be. Because honestly, that's when everybody's going to want to flock to you anyways, when you get put on. Yes. So that's when you're of value to the family anyways.
Exactly.
So
if there's sacrifices that have to be made, you just got to make them. You got to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to get older. Time is going to pass regardless. So either you're going to take that time and say,
make the most of it.
Yeah, or I'm going to step back and I'm going to be at every function, but yet and still I'm not going to be able to put myself
progress further.
Yeah,
So,
and if love yourself first and put yourself first, because it's just one of those things where too it gives everybody else permission in the room to do so. Sometimes people are stuck and they don't realize why they feel that way, but when they see you doing what you're doing, you inspire people that you don't even know to take those chances.
You show right. Because I'll never forget the last family reunion I was at. My family was like so proud when they saw that commercial. I didn't even tell them about it. They just like, oh, we all saw this commercial and oh my God.
You gotta try to do those screenshots. That's my cousin. That's my da-da-da-da. Yes, and that's how you're going to, like, they might see you at the family reunion, but they're gonna see you
You show right.
Okay.
All right, so that's the end of episode 5. Tamika, where can the world follow you?
That's Tamika underscore production.
Yes,
on
underscore.
Instagram. I do want a store one day, but
Okay.
it'll be like with caftans and robes and the luxuries of those type of spa like
and furs.
feelings. Yes, honey. Very demure.
Very, very mindful.
Where can we find you?
You can follow me at Prince_Beasley on IG.
Yeah.
That is episode 5 of the Real Talk Podcast. Stay tuned.